Hey family, just want to talk to you about how to get ready for this Sunday at Pocosin Baptist Church. We are continuing to walk through the Gospel of Matthew together, and we are in really the early stages of the Sermon on the Mount, this wonderful sermon that Jesus preaches on a mountain to his disciples, and it covers Matthew chapters 5 through 7. This past Sunday, we looked at the introduction to Jesus' sermon where he describes what Christian character, kingdom character, is supposed to look like. This is really, it should be a description of what you look like as a Christian. Not perfectly, but you, if you're a follower of Jesus, when you read through those Beatitudes in Matthew chapter 5, verses 3 to 12, you should see some resemblance of your life. If you don't, then you need to examine yourself and ask yourself if you're a follower of Jesus. I talked to some people after the sermon on Sunday, and this might have included you. You might have felt discouraged and thinking, man, I can never attain to this. And to you, I would just say that to me is the beginnings of what Jesus describes as the first beatitude when he says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit." You look at Jesus's commands and what Jesus expects of his people, and you say, "I can't do this. I can't do it on my own." That's spiritual bankruptcy. That's poor in spirit. Congratulations. That's part of what Jesus wants Christians to look like. And I would ask you as well, do you want to look like this? Is there a desire? Is there a hunger and a thirst to look like this, to have this character in your life? And if you say, yes, but I don't know how I can do it apart from Jesus' help, well, again, I would say congratulations, because Jesus says, blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, because they will be filled. So as you look at your life and examine it against those Beatitudes, there's certainly things that you want to grow in and places where you need to confess and you need to work out those spiritual muscles. But if the desire is there and the recognition that you cannot do it on your own, congratulations, because you are exactly where you need to be as a follower of Jesus. So this Sunday, as we continue walking through Matthew's Gospel, we're in Matthew chapter 5, verses 13 to 16. So after showing us what kingdom character looks like, Jesus then begins to talk about kingdom influence. So if we look like this, what sort of influence, what sort of impact will we have on the world? You might be tempted to think that the easiest way to have kingdom character, to have a life that looks like the Beatitudes, is to kind of isolate yourself from the world, and this is the era of monasticism. This is the era of kind of Christians holding themselves up in monasteries as friars and monks and nuns and cutting themselves off from everybody else so that they can just focus on following Jesus. Well, the next verses that we're going to cover this Sunday tell us that's really not an option for us, because even though we're not supposed to be of the world, we are in the world. And we are called to be the salt of the earth. We are called to be the light of the world. We are called to let our light shine. And if we look like beatitude people, then we're going to have an incredible impact on the world in which we live. And that's what this Sunday's sermon is all about. So I'd encourage you to take some time this week and read and meditate over Matthew chapter 5, verses 13 to 16, and pray about the people in your sphere of influence, your co-workers, your friends, your neighbors, your family members that don't know Jesus, and pray that God would begin to strengthen your influence on those people so that they might do what Jesus says at the end of our text for Sunday: see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. That's our hope. That's our prayer. I want to remind you as well, this Sunday is daylight savings time, so make sure you adjust your clocks accordingly. That'll be ending this Sunday, so you want to fall back. Make sure that you get your clock set correctly for Sunday. Of course, if you're like me, a lot of your clocks are on your phones and tablets and things like that. Hopefully they'll do that automatically for you. I want to remind you as well that this Sunday night, we are not having any meetings on campus at PBC. We will be gathering, hopefully if you're able, to join us at Liberty in Hampton to celebrate with the SBCV homecoming and hear a word from the president of one of our seminaries, Dr. Albert Moeller. That'll be at 6 p.m. at Liberty in Hampton. Hope you'll be able to join us. God bless. Hope you have a great week.